Test, test. So I hope I'm live. If I'm not, y'all please let me know on here. The chat should be open. So if you can't hear me, please let me know. But I hope that I have several people join or at least watch this at a later date. But just wanted to give you guys an update after day one of the Bassmaster Classic. Let me go in here and edit something real quick. So, let me try to find it. Alright, well, I'm not finding it, so y'all just hang in there with me. But, oh, here it is. Well, let me. I pulled my audio out. So you guys have not been able to hear anything I just said. Alright, well, I'll run over it again. I don't know how much you missed, so Like I said, we're on Lake Hartwell, 56,000 acre lake. The water levels are up from previous classics. No frigid temps like what Casey actually saw in 2015. Some offshore fish will probably be winning. I don't know if that's true or not, as I've not been able to watch where they're catching them today. I've been dealing with some issues with BASS. Not too happy with them right now, but you guys will hear about that later. Don't even know what they were catching them on. I haven't been able to watch it. That's how bad my day's been going, and I'm sitting right here, like 20 minutes from them. But the weather will be good Friday and Saturday, but rain Sunday. So the weather today was 50 this morning, warmed up to about 72. It actually got a little warmer than that. It was about 75 degrees. Water temps were in the mid 50s around 12 o'clock today. Tomorrow it'll be 52 in the morning and 73 up in the day, and then Sunday will be a lot like today. So in past tournaments, Casey actually won in 2015 with that underspin, which I do not believe is going to be a factor in this classic. I don't think that really anybody's fishing it. The water's too warm for it. In 2014, he won an FLW tournament fishing around docks, which I do believe docks will produce this time as they're coming up to spawn, because they are just about in full pre-spawn mode. In 2017 and early April, which was very similar conditions to this weekend, Jamie Rampy won a TH Marine BFL tournament there by focusing on the herring spawn. Those fish were moving up to feed. The bass were moving up to feed on those herring that were about to spawn. So as the herring were spawning first, and bass were moving up to feed on those before they spawned. He worked a stretch of 3 to 4 miles, catching approximately 60 fish that day, so he caught a lot of fish. I don't know if the herring spawn is going to be a factor, but I do believe that some jerk baits and herring colors are going to be a factor as the bass move up, especially tomorrow. I've heard from some pros that the early morning bite is not the bite to go for, though. It's the afternoon bite where a lot of pros are catching their fish. John Cox won a Walmart FLW tournament in 2016 by fishing shallow sight fishing. I don't think sight fishing is going to be a thing this time because the fish are not on the beds yet. They're almost there, but not there quite yet. Not anything with some size to it. No, this is just what I think, guys. This is not for say anything that's actually happening, because like I said, I haven't been able to watch Bass Live very much. My phone was cutting out. We don't have good reception, especially from Bass Live on the lake. As a matter of fact, Skeet Reese was not able to use Bass Track all day. They couldn't get the Bass Track signal back, so that nobody really knew that he even had a fish. Everybody thought he had 0 fish this morning. He actually did have some fish. So I just want to kind of go over. I'll try to get my phone and see if I can look up today's rankings. Oh, like I said, I know Edwin Evers is in first place. But, let me get on Bass Track real quick. They haven't updated Bass Track today. Not since before weigh-in. So let me see. Let me go to the leaderboard and see if it's on there. All right, so Jason Christie is in first, actually. I don't know how Edwin Evers got knocked down because Edwin Evers was in first place like all morning. I mean, all afternoon from what I heard. So, but Jason Christie has first place with 2014 right now. Edwin Evers has 19.9 and Jordan Lee has 18.10. One of my favorites, Mark Daniels Jr., which I think I'll tell you guys who my favorites were. My picks to win were Casey Ashley, Edwin Evers, Randy Howell, Mike Iaconelli, Aaron Martins, and Jesse Wiggins. They're just all, a few of those are local fishermen, but a few of those fish lakes all the time and have won on lakes a lot like Hartwell. So that's why I chose those. Now my picks to reach final day are completely different from those. My picks to reach final day are Mark Daniels Jr., Keith Combs, Brent Ayler, Todd Faircloth, Greg Hackney, and Brandon Pollinuk. The reason I chose those is because they have all shown they can catch fish when they're sporadic or when they're bank fishing or they're searching for fish, or they just can find some fish. And especially in this pre-spawn spawn mode, I think those guys are going to reach the final day. And which right now I don't know how many of those guys is in the top. Mark Daniels Jr. is in 8th right now. Brent Ayler is who was one of my picks for the final day. He's in 4th. Edwin Evers, which was one of my picks to win, is in 2nd. Let me see who else is up there. Casey Ashley, who was one of my picks to win, is in 14th. Aaron Martins is in 17th, so they're all in the top 20. Nobody else is in the top 25 that I chose to win or reach the final day, but you never know. So tomorrow could bring a whole bunch of those picks back in. But Jason Christie's in the lead. So let me see what I can go on here and find out. Because it has been a day for me, guys. I've not had a really good day. But let me see. You see, Christie said a change in strategy near the midpoint of day 1 helped his tournament best weight of 20 pounds 14 ounces. Caught a 5-pounder, and that gave me a clue, so I just ran with it and ended up killing everything I had. So he caught some big fish later in the afternoon. Like I said, that morning bite was not the bite today. So I'm just trying to make sure everything's working, guys, because I hope, at least if the audio's off, I hope it's working. He said all the fish are on the same stuff, so you don't know where the big ones are going to come from. You catch a 2-pounder, a 2-pounder, and then finally a 5. So they really don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of working around, finding some lucky places. Christie and Evers both caught their biggest fish in the afternoon. Came around 12:30 or 1. Talking about Brent Ayler being in 4th, Jordan Lee being in 3rd. Mark Daniels Jr. is in the lead for the Berkeley Big Bass with a 6.11 right now. So Mark Daniels Jr. is a really good bank fisherman too. He's not only good at bank fishing, but he's good at finding those fish where they said there's really not a pattern to them. Mark Daniels Jr. is good at finding those. He's one of the guys I really root for this year is Mark Daniels. I think he's going to do really well this year. So that's about it for right now at the top of the leaderboard. But so let me see if I can go on and find some. James Elam led Bass Track for most of the day, who was not a pick. I did look at him. I looked into his credentials and I looked into his past wins, but he did not. He did catch my eye, but he didn't make it on my list. I guess because I just don't know him well enough. I haven't really watched him, so I really need to watch him because he could come back tomorrow, especially if he led Bass Track for most of the morning. Now he knows that the afternoon bite's there. He goes and catches his bass in the morning, and he follows these other guys in the afternoon. He could come in with a really big bag tomorrow. Not really going to talk about KVD or Gerald Swindle. It's not that I don't like those guys, I do, but I just don't root for them anymore. They've won so much. Everybody knows who they are. I don't really root for them anymore. They're just not my picks. So let's see. Let me go over here and look at the preview of Lake Hartwell and what was expected. So I know with the water level being up, I really do know that those fish are probably going to be up in the grass or flooded timber, that kind of stuff. Because that's where they were on the lake. We fished when the water was up. It was a very similar lake actually to Lake Hartwell, not near as big, but the structure and the constant rising and lowering of the water is very similar. So I would believe that most of the fish are going to come out of flooded timber or grass. I don't know, but I'm sure there's going to be some deep water fish also caught because those bigger ones have not moved up yet. I've heard there were some fish caught on crankbaits today, so that means that some guys were trying to get down there deep. But according to everything that BSS has posted, the fish are kind of up shallow. Looks like they're going to be staging pretty well. Hopefully a cold front doesn't mess them up, because as long as the cold front doesn't mess them up, they will be fine. We'll keep seeing some big bags come in. Probably see another 20-pound bag come in tomorrow, easy. Especially since some of the guys have got them figured out now. So, let's see. Not just a whole lot. Let me see what Bleacher Report's got on here. Not just a whole lot of info on what everybody was doing today. Let me see. No, there's not really any info on there. So really nothing's known about what they're fishing with or where they're fishing right now. other than, I mean, people just seeing them on the lake. Uh, I'll try to watch Bass Live tomorrow so that I can have some better info for you guys. I'm also going to try not to be using this webcam. I'm going to try and use my DSLR. So, I have no idea what all this stuff popping up is, but anyways, I don't know how much I'm going to be videoing tomorrow, guys. Because there's a problem that I'm not too happy about. So BASF right off the ball today really upset me is the fact that they are very disorganized this year. And Lord, I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know if I can do this. If not, I'll just have to tell you what I'm doing. Oh, no. Let me go back here. Okay, I know the screen went blank, but you guys just hang in there for a second. I'm gonna try to add a screen to this. Okay, let me see if I did that right. Okay, so I hope I did that right. So you guys should, yeah, you guys should be seeing my desktop right now. So I'm gonna go to bassmaster.com, and when that pulls up, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about if they haven't fixed it. Okay. So I hope you guys can see this. If you can't, let me know. But what they have done is, so right here it says weigh in is at 350. All right, 350. Well, that's not the first one I saw. The first one I saw was, let me see, I think I hit this. So you go down and you're scrolling through the information, and I'll have to find it. No, this isn't the right screen. So let me try to go here. Maybe it's here. No, come on. They may have taken this part of it off already. If I can find it. Let me see if it's on this page. So, no, this is the expo page. Alright, well, it was on this page right here. The attend, the Bassmaster Classic page. Alright, well, you see right here it says weigh-ins will occur at the arena. Doors are open to the arena for Bass Life Nation members at 3 p.m. Alright, well, this morning their main website did not say that. Their main website said weigh-in is at 3 p.m. So what that means is that, to us, that means we need to be there at 2 o'clock to get a good seat. Okay? It did not tell us they opened the doors at 3. It tells us weigh-in was at 3. Alright, it said that on their main classic page, which I can't find right now. Of course, I was looking at it on my phone this morning too. So we get to weigh-in, and we're there at like 1:45 because had my camera and all that I was going to take in. I was going to get a good spot. Well, the camera's a different story. I'll tell you in a minute. But we get up there, and we start hearing people say that weigh-in is at 4:30, or actually the announcer says that weigh-in's at 4:30. So we're looking at each other, saying no, weigh-in's at 3 o'clock. Well, no, weigh-in was at 4:30, and for some reason I don't know what they were doing, but they put on their weigh-in was at 3 o'clock. Then you look at the top, it says weigh-ins at 3:50. Well, you go to their classic info page, and it says weigh-ins at 4:30. So, my thing is that BASS needs to get their crap together this weekend. Because that right there is not acceptable in my book. BASS needs to pick their time, and they need to stick with it. So you need to say that weigh-ins at 4:30. What that means is that most people are going to be there at 3:30 to get ready to go in. Well, that time, who cares what times the doors open? Because people are going to be getting there at 3:30 to get in. Doesn't matter if the doors open at 3 or 3:15, whatever. People are going to naturally go an hour early, unless they just want to sit there for an hour and a half and do nothing. But that was the first thing that got me started. All right. The second issue that gets me started, I think, is more with the convention, with the arena, and not BSS themselves. However, BSS could have done something about this. The arena does not let anything in at all. If you don't have a clear bag this big, the arena doesn't let it in. So they don't let media in. As far as cameras, they don't let you take pictures. They don't let you take audio recording devices. They don't let you take anything in. You cannot take pictures with your phone. Now people did, but they were so strict that if you were caught recording, you could be asked to leave, which is totally absurd. It's ridiculous. There is absolutely no reason that they should shut out all of their media attention. They let the news in there, okay? Well, I can guarantee you that Channel 9 News right here in Greenville is not going to be seen all over the country. It never is. And I don't care if BSS was doing it live. Not everybody can watch that live. You got some people that are wanting to watch it maybe tomorrow or when they got off work. Well, they can't watch it because BASS is now going to take up to a year. You guys know that they didn't post last year's Bassmaster Classic videos until February, which is ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason for it. But videographers like me can get those videos out in a few days. I would have had today's weigh-in out by now, by tonight. Pretty much I'd have put my intro in, I would have added a little music to it, probably would have cut some stuff out, and I would have posted that straight to YouTube. It'd be up right now if I had been able to been there to take it. So the solution to that would have been BSS could have said to all of their expected media people, hey, you're not going to be able to bring stuff into the arena without a pass, without a permit. Well, when you go to BASS's media coverage, if you don't have an established website, if you don't work for a special media company, if you don't have what was it? You have to have show your previous work So basically, if you're not the news channel, you're not getting in. So BASS has dropped the ball on that. The solution to that would be BSS getting with the convention center and saying, hey, we have YouTubers that video our stuff. They can get those videos out faster than we can. And what if we give a full media pass, which would be the news? You know, they're allowed in all areas. They can video. They can do their news thing. But then we have like a second, more restricted small coverage media pass for our YouTubers that want to come in and video it. They want to video certain people. They want to video certain scenes, or they have a certain area that they can only stay in. Simple. It would have cost BSS nothing, a piece of paper maybe, to give out to these guys. You put the little piece of paper in a plastic sleeve and giving it to them. There's your media pass, and your BASS knows you're there, and you can get your own little spot, you know, and you're not going to interrupt anybody else. They could search this box I had that I was going to carry in. I don't care if they search it. It's got thousands of dollars worth of camera equipment in it. Now, you break it, you're going to buy it, but I don't care if you search it. So it sounds to me like the arena, the Bond Secures Wellness Arena or whatever it was called, and BASS did not work very well together on this. It seems more like, I don't know why the heck they brought Jason Aldean in for a concert. I have a feeling they did it because they wanted the media attention that way. They wanted to get people into that concert. While they were there for the concert, heck, they'd just watch BASS weigh in. It's not a very good marketing strategy. I can tell you, people will only do that once. Next time they come around, they're not going to care. So I didn't even go to weigh in today. I went to the expo instead, walked around there for a couple hours. I'm not going to go to weigh in tomorrow because I can't video. Half of the reason I'm here was to video weigh in for my watchers, my subscribers. Now on to the other half of what I can't do that I'm here for, is they are requiring me to have a media pass to video at the expo, which is totally ridiculous. If you've never been to a BASS expo, it's a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of vendors that walk around and talk about fishing. Okay? That's all they do. Alright. Well, there's no cameras in there. Your news isn't going to come in there, but for a few minutes, they're going to do a little section about that it's at the TD Convention Center, and they're going to leave. Alright. Well, by not allowing any of your YouTubers in there, you've cut out 95% of your advertisement. You've cut out 95% of your media. And yeah, we're media. We are. I don't care what you say. Because YouTubers got so many people watching. We're media. Anything over a cell phone. A cell phone takes awful video. I'm not going to video with a cell phone. So again, they're requiring a media pass. So if you don't have several thousand viewers, if you don't have a website, if you don't have established work like for a professional company, and you don't have a business to video, which technically through YouTube I do, because I pay for a domain, I pay for my YouTube stuff, I pay for I don't know if you guys know how that works, but through YouTube you're kind of set up like a business. You have to file all kind of tax forms, but they don't recognize that as media. Well, their simple solution to that is, again, do restricted media for YouTubers. Restricted media to allow us to come into the expo with cameras. Give us a couple of hours to walk around the expo and video people, and that's it. It's not a big deal. The media day yesterday, not everybody can go to that media day. And all you're going to do at the media day is talk to pros. You don't get to go into the expo. I mean, you might get to go in there and look around. I don't think so, because both people were setting up yesterday. But I go in there today and I'm going to start videoing. And they say I got to have a permit. Well, BASS didn't say anything about having to have a permit to video any of the vendors. So, once again, they've lost 95% of their media coverage from their vendors. Well, I can tell you what, if you don't let your vendors promote their products, if you don't have people getting their word out, if you don't have people publicizing it, you don't have people looking at it, and you don't have people that see something they want, they're not coming back. They're not going to come back to another expo, because they have no idea what their vendors have. Their vendors are not going to want to come back. They're not getting publicized. The small YouTubers like myself get hurt because now we have lost pretty much a very large portion of what we're here to do. And that it's hurting BASS all around, because the one thing we want to do is promote things. We don't want to get in anybody's way. We don't want to hurt anybody's, business. We're not trying to shut anybody out. We're not trying to take over the business. We want to promote BASS, the Bassmaster Classic. We want to promote the vendors. We want to promote the fishermen. We want to promote their products. But BASS won't let us do any of that now. And it has really gotten me fed up today with BASS. Because I can assure you, on Monday morning there's going to be a few phone calls made, because as a paying member of BASS and a fairly active member of BASS, who always for the last 10 years has talked good things about them. I've promoted BASS Conservation. I've promoted their programs, looked into their programs for local clubs. This isn't what I paid for, and it's not what I expected from such a conservation and outdoors rooted company such as what BASS does. The only thing I can figure the reason they do it is because they're trying to get their own thing. But if you guys don't know, BASS is horrible at putting out media. It takes them years to put out a video. I was totally surprised when they did not publish the 2017 Classic after a couple months. I had already published my videos the next week because I was having technical difficulties. I was not able to get them in the same day. It took me several times to finally get my videos configured to publish them from the last Classic. And I had no problems videoing the weigh-in. I had no problems videoing the expo. And it took BASS over a year to get their video of the 2017 Classic online. So, what's up, BASS? Why are you shutting your YouTubers out? Why are you shutting your media out? What I call media. Because there's a few people that I can name that have YouTube channels that just a couple of videos, you've got several 100,000 views of both events, the weigh-in and the expo. Not to mention them promoting Bass Live or whatever else they may be promoting. So, sorry I keep looking at my phone. I'm expecting an update anytime, but uh, I don't understand it. So I'm really frustrated. I'm trying to work with them so that I can video. More than likely, I'm just going to have to rig up one of my GoPros and take in my lightweight tripod tomorrow. And I hate videoing with a GoPro because it's going to suck. I really don't want to do that to you guys. I'd much rather have my big camera. I don't like videoing on this webcam I'm using. I tried to get my big camera set up for you guys. That's why I was late getting on. But it just won't take it. I don't have the right stuff with me to do it because I wasn't expecting to have to go live tonight to get you guys just this information, much less tell you that I'm not going to be able to video any of this weekend. So we're trying to get it worked out with BASS. If I can't get it worked out with them tomorrow, me and BSS on Monday will have a chat because I'm not trying to sound like I've got a big bite in BASS, but when you've got somebody that their whole channel is writing on these videos that they do in their spare time, and now you shut them completely out, what do you expect? You really expect me to keep paying you, several $100s for a membership? And yeah, 5 years is $125, but still, you've got 500,000 members paying $25 a year for a membership. It seems like you need to be taking better care of your members. And to be honest, letting them into the expo an hour early, nobody cares. Okay. Nobody really cares that they can get in the expo an hour early. I mean, I had to drive 2 hours from Atlanta today. I couldn't have been there anyways. So somebody from BSS is watching. I hope you get the point. But if not, good luck promoting yourselves because I can tell you, BSS membership has come back up over the last few years because of guys like me who are going and saying, hey, BASS is coming back. They're doing some good stuff. You need to go watch them. A lot of people have started watching their stuff again. They're started getting more views on YouTube. They're getting more subscribers on YouTube. It's the guys like me that can turn around and reverse that right back. When you start telling people, no, BASS doesn't put their crap out on time. They don't, they're slow. They have not shown us what they're doing with our membership dues. And the only thing we're getting out of it's a magazine every week. Not saying I do that now because I don't, because I still promote BSS actively. But that's what could happen. It's your guys that are there watching every weekend. They're watching these pros. They're watching the products. They're watching the vendors. And now you cut us off. So what do you expect us to do? Expect us just to sit there and go, okay, well, my bad, my luck. No, we're going to fight to be able to promote our vendors, our sponsors. I've got 2 sponsors. We're going to be able to fight to promote those. And we're going to fight to promote bass fishing as a whole. So I don't know, today has just really, it's a bad stewardship on BAS's part, because now if I can't video, what's my point in being here? I spent several $100s to be here already, and I've only been here 1 day. And now I can't do anything I came here to do because BASS hides it in the fine print. Nobody tells you till you get here, hey, you can't have a video camera, or no, you can't do this or you can't do that, when it's never been a problem in the past. So if you're going to change something, you need to tell your people. But I hate ranting on my first YouTube live video. Yes, this is my first official live video. It looks awful because of the webcam, but sorry, I can't really fix it right now. I'll try to have it fixed for tomorrow night. I will go live tomorrow night again. But I really hope you guys don't hate me after this video. Just I want you to understand why I'm not up to par right now, and I want BASS to understand they need to. Well, their videographers support them. We're not asking anything from BASS except for a few moments with the vendors to promote their products and get some publicity. And you know, we're trying to grow our channels. We're trying to get our names out there to one day be in the Elite Series. But if we have to get the runaround, we're not gonna do it. I won't come back to another Classic if this is what they're gonna do to us. Next year's is in Topeka, Kansas, and I'll have to drive 11 hours or either fly a couple of hours to get there, and that's expensive, very expensive. That's $500 in fuel both way, or each way. Not each way, but the whole time. That's $500 in fuel, approximately, if we've got to fill up, 4 times. And then a flight is a good $300 to $500 a person if I'm lucky. So, what are you doing, Bass? Come on. But I hope you guys will join me back tomorrow night. I'll try to be on time tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Central time. That's the only 2 time zones I know, so that's the only 2 I'm going to say. But if I have to change that, I'll let you know. So thank you guys for watching. I know I don't have a lot of watchers on here right now because I was kind of late getting on here, but I really do appreciate all of my subscribers, and I appreciate all the people that have helped me. My dad's here with me. He's in the other room at the moment. I appreciate my family that let me stay at their place last night and spend some time with them and then come on up today. I just appreciate everybody that's helped me and everybody that supported me, because I wouldn't be here now if I didn't have those people. And I really hope to continue to have those people. So, of course, my dad's going to always be there. My mom's always going to be there. My sister's always going to be there for me. And that's really 3 people that have helped me, as I've gotten this done. Let me make sure the audio, yeah, okay, the audio's still going good. But if I can't even do what I came here to do, then what am I doing here? Because, yeah, it's fun to walk around an expo for a couple hours, but I came here to film 3 days of BASS, quality footage from vendors and weigh-in. Now I can't do it. So, tomorrow's a new day. I'm going to get up, try to figure this thing out with BASS, and hopefully I can get into the expo at least. If I could just get in the expo, that'd be perfectly fine. I'm hoping to get up maybe Sunday and go video Blast Off, if they'll let me video that. Who knows? But yeah, I know you guys are ready to go, so I'll go ahead and end the live feed. But again, thank you guys for watching. For watching at a later date, thank you again for watching that. And Jordan here with Fishing for Life, and I'll see you guys later.